A common pattern when building mobile applications is to use a list control to display a list of menu choices, and then within those menu choices to allow certain menus to have submenus. So you can see that we have this component over here that has a list control over here that controls which panel card is displayed in the right hand area over here, and when I select an item in menu a sub-menu is displayed, and then the back button now displays the choice that I made. So I can go back now to menu A, or if I go here, for example, to menu D, which has an additional level of sub-menus, if I now go and click on menu E now, you can see that the sub-menu gets displayed and the back button now says menu E, so that goes back one level, and then click this button a second time and then I go back two levels. But if I click on something that doesn't have a sub-menu, then that's an actual menu action, and then you can see that the action is executed. So this particular sample component over here is created by just simply going to the new button to create a new UX component, and then in the list of predefined templates you can see there's a template here called split view with hierarchical menus, which is very similar to just split view. So these two components differ only in that this first template here uses a flat list of menu choices, whereas this menu here uses hierarchical choices. So if we go now and take a look at the list control itself, we'll see that the list over here is just a standard list with static data that defines the choices that are shown in the menu, but that the choices are defined as a JSON object that contains the hierarchical data. So you can see that the first object is menu A, it has a CSS icon, and then menu A has a bunch of children, and the children are defined again with a display property, an action property, and an icon property. And then if an item in the menu doesn't have any children, then you'll see that there's just simply you just omit the children property. Whereas if we get, for example, to say menu D, which had an additional level of submenus, you can see here's the first item in the menu, menu 7, then menu 8, and then here's menu E, but this menu item has children. So that's how we get to see the menus within menus. So this is just simply created with a JSON structure. So in the next video we're going to show how there are genies that help you create this JSON data for your static data, and also you'll see that there are genies to help you actually configure the list. So if we go and we look at this list over here, we'll see that the actual list layout is a freeform layout and it has an HTML template. And we'll also see that if we go over to the onInitialize event, there's a bunch of code here that is used to populate the list when you make selections that have sub-items or sub-menus, etc. And all of this code here is written automatically for you by a genie, and we'll explore those genies in the next video. Thanks very much.